love buds. Welcome to your reading selection. We are going to find out what makes you attractive. So you can use this as just a base or what makes you attractive to them kind of energy. All right, so we got 3 images here on the screen. Go ahead and zone in to the picture that resonates with you, that fits your energy, that's calling out to you. And then go down to the description box, find your timestamp, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, reading number 1. Welcome to your reading. Come on in. Let's dive in and see what makes you so attractive, okay, and irresistible. So you're the one that picked this image with the woman who has kind of like the virtual reality goggles on and the headphones. So I'm gonna say that what makes you attractive is that you have a vision. What makes you really attractive is that you have a vision. And you know, the thing about these virtual reality like headsets, like what is it called? The virtual reality goggles. My son wants it, but he ain't ready for it. Okay, he's too young. It's almost like when they're using those goggles, you don't know what they're seeing. So I feel like what makes you very attractive, number 1, is that you have a vision. And also with the headphones being on, it's kind of hard to like convince you otherwise. You truly believe in yourself. That is one of the biggest things that make you so attractive, is that you have a vision for yourself, for your life. You might have like a strong belief system, maybe even, but you have a vision that you want for yourself, whether that be your appearance, whether that be your actual life, whether that be like a career, like a way to live, like to raise your children. And it might not be what other people can see, but you believe in it. And it's really hard to to make you think otherwise, make you stray away from your vision. You're very focused. That's one thing that makes you very attractive. Now let's dive in and get some tarot here to see even some more information on what makes you attractive and so irresistible. But you know, you have your head in the stars. That's another thing that makes you very attractive, is that you know, you focus. The stars can be, because like in this picture it says star woman on the goggles, so you could be very deeply connected to the universe. You look to the stars. You could have like an interest in astrology or mysticism, religion, spirituality, your guides. What makes you very attractive is that you're locked in with yourself, you know, with your guidance system. Okay, you can also have a very like star-like quality as well. Okay, but let's see what makes you attractive. What makes you super attractive? Let's see, bottom of the deck, I'm being called to what just turned off. Oh, my light. Let's turn that back on. Okay, on the back, and what I'm hearing is like what also makes you very attractive is that you have the ability, aside from like these cards, but the light being turned off, I'm hearing that song, Nicki Minaj, where she's like, I think it's Falling for You. I think that's the song that I'm hearing, where she's saying like she can, like, she's like, picture me giving these bitches slack. So it's like you have this really star quality, and you really like believe in yourself. You know yourself, like you know your self-worth. That is very attractive to whoever you're looking into, or like what many people find attractive about you. And also I'm hearing in that song, she says like, I can turn off the lights. Basically, there's like a lyric in there that she's like, you know, once they see the picture, I turn it black. So it's like, you control the lights You control where the light goes, where what people see about you, maybe about your life, or just about the vision. You know, you can cut people off, you can turn it black, you know. So, oh, on the bottom of that deck was destiny. So, we have destiny, but Spirit wants to know, ooh, okay, King of Roses. So some of you guys are talking to somebody. They could be an executive producer, somebody that's in music, okay, that thinks that you are very, you know, they're in touch with a producer. They want to be a producer. They are an executive producer of some sort. They're in show business, I'm hearing. They find you to be very attractive, okay, and they find you to be a really boss, like a boss energy. We have destiny. So again, yeah, like I'm saying, like, what makes you really attractive, number one, is that you are connected to what you believe is your destiny, okay? And you create a vision for it. We have the 7 of Rings. So the rings are pentacles here, okay? For the right reasons. For the right reasons. Yeah, I feel like you could be a parent. You're very patient as well, because these are the, I believe these are, let me see real quick. Yeah, flutes are air, rings, roses, I believe, what does this deck have? Roses are wands, flutes is air, and I think there's cups. I think there is cups in here. So yeah, rings are pentacles, okay? So let's see here. With this, I think some of you guys can be a parent. If you are a masculine energy, a male, a father, they find that to be very attractive. A lot of people see that attractiveness, like you could be like a DILF, okay? Or a MILF, okay? And you're also, it's not really about like that title, but it's also like what you do. You put a lot of work into nurturing, and it shows up in your physical, like you're putting in the physical work, and it shows. Like these are things that can show like that you actually care, because you show up, you do the work, you do the physical work within these relationships. It shows in the way that you raise your children, how you take care of your family, right? And I'm also hearing that song, Don't Get It Fucked Up. Okay, I'm hearing that song by Chris Brown, Don't Get It Fucked Up. You know, I do this for my loved ones, don't get it fucked up. I do this for my loved ones. So it's like, what really makes you really attractive is that what you do is for the people that you care for and that you love. And you know, you do this for all the right reasons. So whatever you're doing for work, if you're going to school, if you are just hustling, or you're a stay-at-home mom, you homeschool, like you do it for all the right reasons. Even if it's like, oh, like there's a lot of sacrifice that I'm feeling here with this 7 of Pentacles. That's what makes you very attractive, okay? Is the sacrifice, the hard work, the attentiveness, the nurturing, the physical nurturing of your relationships, into your body as well, like, or your lifestyle, your career. So it's like you could eat very healthy, you could also like cook, you could be very active, because this is a Pentacle. You put in hard work, slow and steady hard work, okay? And it pays off, it shows. Okay, so we have the 5 of Rings here. This is insecurity. So what I'm hearing, and this is for like some of the people that actually really know you in depthly, like you could have insecurities about yourself, right? But you really do not let that take you out, is what I'm feeling here. Like what I'm hearing specifically is like what people find really attractive about you is that you could be in difficult situations, but it doesn't like stop you from like doing the things that you care about. It doesn't stop you from taking care of the people that you know that you love and care about. Also like you like also I feel like what makes you really attractive is that you're about your money. Like you could have lived in poverty at some point, And even though if that made you insecure, you did not let that stop you from putting in work. So also, just like with these two cards, 7 of Rings and 5 of Rings, these are Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, you could have like really worked yourself out of poverty, which is really attractive, right? You don't focus on your insecurities. You could have things that you necessarily feel insecure about your body, about your looks, about your lifestyle, or about the way you express yourself, but it doesn't stop you from saying that you're a good person, or that you're beautiful, or that you're hardworking, or, you know, it's like you have insecurities, but they don't, like, you don't let them get in the way, okay? That's really attractive. We have the 3 of Roses. This is the 3 of Wands. Next destination. You are always going somewhere else. Like, you are always taking off, and really this card is really shining bright with where you are currently in life. You are going beyond, okay? You are the type of person that either likes to travel, people that you're just so, like, such an awesome person, or this person feels like you're worth it, that they would travel to you, they want to fly you out or fly to you, take you on trips. But also what makes you really attractive is that you are a person that never is in the same place. You continue to grow. This is about expansion. This is about self-discovery, the 3 of Wands. So you are a person, like, somebody will, you know, get to know you. Maybe you part ways, or you don't see them or talk to them that much. And then when you link back up with this person, you're in a completely different place in life. And it's just really attractive how expansive you are, and how you always have your eyes on going further in life. Okay, so really, really attractive. Yeah. I'm also seeing someone with like really long hair. So some of you, like, because I'm seeing like you could be possibly getting ready to go and fly somewhere, go on vacation. Somebody wants to take you somewhere to like a tropical place, and they want to see you in a bathing suit. And I'm seeing like them fantasizing about you, like you have long hair, and they're just like kind of thinking of fantasizing seeing you on a beach. Okay. So somebody really wants to travel to you and go on a trip together, or fly you out. Or even some of these people find you to be so like attractive, you know, that they want to give you a vacation because you're such a hard worker. You know, like you really hustle, you work hard, and they want to fly you and your girls out. Okay, they want to book a trip for you and your girls. This isn't even about them, like, you know, taking you on like a vacation, or like flying you out to go and travel together. It's like they want you to go and enjoy yourself. Okay, so we have treasured memories. I think what makes you really attractive is like your personality and the quality time that you spend with these people. They find you to be like someone that they make really good memories with, and they hold on to these memories. So it's like you're very memorable, you know, and it makes you really attractive. So you could also have very like big hair. You might have a really luscious, sexy afro. Your style of dress, you like wearing different patterns. I'm really picking up on this one, but it's like I'm seeing like a flow of pictures, or like home videos I'm seeing in my head of like someone laughing and having fun, or just like, you know, like they just really enjoy your presence because it's always a good time, you know, and that's what makes you really attractive. Okay, touch the sky. Okay, and now I'm hearing Sky's the Limit by Notorious B.I.G. So I feel like what makes you, again, like sky is a limit. You know, like people might not really see your vision or believe in your vision, but you believe in it. You might be like, you know what, yeah, I'm going to be the first billionaire. Oh, I was going to say millionaire. I was going to say, you know, millionaire, but maybe you're like, you know, no, I want to be a billionaire. What the fuck? And people are like, what? You know, and you are wanting to touch the sky. Okay, and that's really attractive. Also, it's really hard to get in contact with you. You could be very busy, or you're just not thirsty, or you just let them chase you. You know, it's like that kind of energy, and people, like, they got to climb up to you. They got to get to your level is what I'm feeling too. Okay, because she's like Rapunzel here, letting down her hair. He got to climb up to you. You got to get on your level. They got to get on your level, which is attractive. They're attracted to that. Okay, that you always somehow show them that they're not on your level. Miss Sunshine. Okay, what is this? Is she a Okay. You treat your body like a temple. I'm hearing that because her body, like her dress, is like a temple. Let me see how the cards are in the view. Got a new view, you guys. I just love this little thing, this little lamp that I got. Miss Sunshine. Yeah, her dress is like a temple. So that's pretty cool. I feel like, you know, you are like a burst of sunshine. I think you're very serious. You're really serious about the people that you love. You're serious about your vision, about your work. But you also are just like, you're a happy, bubbly person. I've really felt it with this memory as well. Okay. Protective nest. Yeah, you're a very protective parent, whether it's a father or a mother. You're very protective over your children, and that makes you so attractive, especially to this person. For some of you, the people that are looking at you romantically, they feel this way. They're like, that's Mama Bear. You know, that's Mama Bear. Okay. We have stranded. You are the person that is going to get them out of trouble. They know that they can come to you, whether that be spiritually, emotionally, physically. You're going to anchor them down. He's like putting this anchor down, you know, from his ship, you know, and there's levels to this. You're kind of like a person that people can go to. They find it to be very attractive that, like, if they need your help, you're going to anchor them into reality. You're going to anchor them into the solution, even if it's taking steps, you know. And then the last one we have, to the moon and back. Oh my God, this is about your bedroom energy. And this is just also just like about your flirtation. Yeah, this is about your flirtation, your bedroom energy. Like, these people feel like they leave Earth. They feel like they leave Earth. And I'm just going to leave it as that. They really feel like you take them to the moon and then you bring them back down to reality. It's like, yeah, even just with the flirtation and talking and stuff, you really know how to make people just zone in on your energy and kind of leave their body, honestly. I don't know. They feel like they're leaving. It's that song, Out of Body. That's how I feel when you're around me, by Drake. You make people feel out of body. Okay, number 1. That is amazing. Okay, but that is your reading. That's how you make people feel. You make them feel like they go to the moon and back. Okay. Also, it's like, I'll go to the moon for you. It's like, I feel like you're so attractive that a lot of these people are like, I'm gonna do anything for this person. Even like this anchor energy as well. Like, you're such a good person. This person wants to be that for you as well. Okay. Like, if you're stranded, they got you, but they know you are ride or die kind of energy, and that's really attractive. But that's what's attractive about you, number 1. I am booking readings. Check out the Etsy, and I also have lots of other resources over there for you guys, as well as the Stan store if you guys need me beyond this video. Okay, check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right, reading number 2. Welcome to your reading. Come on in. Let's dive in and find out what makes you so irresistibly attractive. Okay, so you picked this second picture here, and let me just look here. Wow, you're very eccentric. You could have really super cool, like, your dress, your attire could be very edgy and very like hip to the time. I'm feeling with this. The body is very like prominent, so they find you to be very attractive. A lot of people find your body to be attractive. Her head is a TV. All right, so I do feel like you could be on TV or on a screen, you know, like whether that's be social media or actual TV, and that's what makes you attractive as well, is that you have this kind of like star-like quality, like literally, you know. Number 1, I felt like that too, like there was a star kind of energy, but I didn't get very much like, oh, on a TV screen kind of star, or like you might even have an audience, and that's what makes you to be very attractive, like you have a fan base. Okay. You have a very altered way of thinking. I'm also picking that up with the mushrooms that are all around in the living room. It's giving very much like you have a very different way of thinking about things, which is really attractive. Okay, you are able to have conversations with someone and you kind of change the way they think about stuff. So that's pretty interesting and attractive. But I also feel like you have this hypnotizing kind of energy, like, you know, you make people fantasize a lot. And I'm getting very much like a face, like someone looking into the face. And I feel like there's this energy of people finding like your face very attractive, where like maybe it's the way you move your lips, the way that you talk, or just like the way that you look is kind of mesmerizing as well. Okay, that's all I'm really picking up from this picture. Let's find out what makes you attractive. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the, what is this? Okay, this is the Magician. So you're very in control. I feel like that's the first thing that's coming out that's really attractive, is that you are very in control of things, of how things like move around, right? How things move around. You're very much in control here. Okay, very powerful. You know how to make things move. I'm hearing like, I don't gotta dance, I make money move, right? So it's like, you know how to make money move. So you could be very in control of like how money flows within your life or flows into others. And that's pretty attractive, okay? So we have Destiny. There's dice here. And this is, oh, this is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so let me see, put that there so you could see it. So you are very unpredictable. I feel like what makes you very attractive is that people feel like they're taking a gamble with you. So it's like they don't know what they're going to get. You could be very unpredictable. Your moods can be like, you know, fluctuating. You could be very predictable. Like they don't know what kind of response that they're going to get out of you. So you could really hide your emotions a lot. In a way, not that you're not expressive, because I do feel like you are, but it's almost like, well, how is this person going to react if I tell them this? Like, they don't really know how to gauge how you're going to respond. So that finds you to be very attractive in that way. But also, they also feel like you're extremely lucky. So a lot of people feel like, you know, what's attractive is that, you know, like it's like the energy. You know, and I think this really speaks to the people that have been around you a lot. So not people looking in on you, you know, that don't really know you. So these are people that have been around. They feel like, you know, when you're in your life, when they're around you, whether it's like, oh, we go out for coffee, or, you know, we go hang out at my house or their house. We are, you know, I'm in a relationship with them. It seems like life is really smooth sailing. So this speaks to the energy that you carry. People notice that there's like a light, like a barrier, like there's not a lot of bad things that happen to you. Okay. And when they're around, a lot of things don't happen to them. Okay. We also, it's Destiny. So I feel like people feel that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, you know, when they look in on you, it's like, oh, of course they do that. Like, this is perfect. So this is people that used to know you and tuned back into like what's going on in your life. They find that to be really attractive, is that you're very in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing and what you're good at. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up with that one. With the Ace of Roses, this is the Ace of Wands. First impression. Yeah, your first impression is just like so exciting, so like I want to say thrilling, and people were just like, you know, juiced up. I want to say juiced up. So I feel like what's really attractive is that when they first meet you, it's just like it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure to be in your presence, to hear you talk, to, you know, a lot of people love hearing you talk. A lot of people like looking at you. So like it's like your first impression is really good. You're easy, really soft and easy and pleasurable to the eyes and to the ears. And just your energy is really good as well too. It's like a charming kind of energy. So you're very charming, which is really attractive. You're very inspirational. That's what makes you very, like, even in your romantic relationships, like, your partners are inspired by how you flow. And it's like, wow, I need to be more like him. I need to be more like her, like them. I need to be more like them. Okay, like, they're doing this, they're inspiring me to, you know, start working out. They're inspiring me to go for, like, my dreams, that I just don't have to work a 9 to 5. I can actually hustle on the side, do my little side hustle or my passion projects. Like, you're very inspirational. Like, oh, you know, number 2 is eating a certain diet. They're inspiring me to, like, change mine or to start working out. Like, you're very inspirational, okay, as well. All right, so 7 of flutes. This is the 7 of swords. Okay, so yeah, 7 of swords, the edit. Okay, there's a couple things that are coming in on here. So for a very small few of you, there's like a trust issue. It could be that you have a lot of, like, suitors. There's this energy of, like, and some people like this. Some people liked, like, it's like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. There's a lot of people in your life, because I'm picking up on the feelings of the certain people that are in your life romantically. They feel like they can't trust you because there's other suitors around. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're going to do. But at the same time, they really like that there's a lot of people and that this could possibly happen. You know, it like tears them. It's like pulling them in each direction because they like this. They like that other people want you. So that's for a selective few. But I also feel like what also makes you extremely attractive, number 2, is that you edit. You know how to edit your life. You know how to cut things out. You know how to go work through the mental challenges. It's like, people might think that you're lucky. People might think like you have it all together and you're just so inspirational, but you have made the edits to yourself. You have pushed yourself. And this speaks to the people like your friends and people that really know you, and partners, romantic partners. They find you to be so attractive because they know that you have pushed through a lot of mental. It's not that you're not, insecure or, you don't struggle. You just push through those mental challenges. Okay, and you do what it takes to not cheat yourself, okay? And that's really attractive. And that's why you're so inspiring to not just people that don't know you, but people that know you, because it's like, wow, number 2 went through all of that, and I know it must have a what am I hearing? Stunted them or hindered them, and look at them now. They're past that, But I do get a sense that, you get a reputation of maybe not being trustworthy, but for a lot of you, that's not necessarily like your personality or like how you move and how you move out here in these streets, okay? They just can't handle it. So the observer, you're very observant. So you are a person that pays attention to, like, people's feelings, people's their interests, their favorites. You are very observant, even when they're in a bad mood, when they're down, when they're sad. Like, you're observant. You listen when they talk. Okay, you're not constantly trying. I'm photographic memory too. It's like, oh, I noticed that you were doing this, so I picked up this for you. And you're just spot on. But you listen to when people talk. It's not just you're really observing people. And it also is frightening. I'm also hearing people notice that they're frightened by you, and in that they are attracted by how scary you are. So it's like, I know this person is watching, I know this person, abracadabra. So you're very magical. It feels like what makes you attractive is that you could be a witch, you could be a magician, you could be a sorcerer, you can be like into magic, very much so. How, to create abracadabra, you are very focused on creating your life, and getting what you want out of it, that it feels magical, it feels like some type of magic. And a lot of you guys are practicing practitioners that practice magic, practicing witches, you know, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay, mermaid love, mermaid's love. So I feel like you are a siren. Like I said a lot about your voice. You could be singers, you could be, you know, just communicators, something in communication, even if that's like reading. What am I hearing? Reading a book. So some of you guys could have a really nice voice where you read books for a living, or you do some type of, like, you're a voice actor or something like that. You have a really nice voice. It's a siren kind of energy. You lure people in. You might get that compliment a lot that you have a really nice voice. It's very attractive. Lullaby. Okay, so there's a nurturing kind of energy that I'm feeling here. People feel really comforted in your energy. I'm just seeing somebody like hold someone and rub their head on the couch and rock them, you know, rock them. Like I'm seeing someone like kind of rock and holds like a grown-ass person in their hands. But it's like you really know how to, you have a calming effect with people as well that is really attractive. Ooh, what's this one? Red Garden. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passion, and like you are a type of person that like people can get lost in. There's a lot to you. There's a lot to your mind. There's a lot to like your style, your decor, your home, what you do for work, like your interests, you know, and it really does speak a lot to your mind as well. Like people that become your friend, that are your fans, that are your lovers, your family, they feel like there's an endless there's an endless garden when they interact with you, you know, because you are in constant communication with, you know, yourself and wanting to know more about yourself. That garden just continues to grow. So a lot of people feel like there's a lot of passion. They become very passionate with you because you're very passionate about yourself, and that's really attractive. It's like they want to keep exploring. Queen Bee, you have this very royal-like energy. Oh, and I just saw this picture of Beyonce, or this video. I was looking at her mother's Instagram profile today, and she had a video of Beyonce at the Cowboy Carter tour right now that's going on, and is showing like this awesome dress that Beyonce is wearing, and it's like the dress is like, I don't know if it's like electronic and it's like changing. I'm sure you guys know, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the patterns on the dress is changing. It's like images are being projected onto only her dress. It's amazing. So you have awesome style. You really know how to dress yourself, and you dress yourself like a queen. So it's like, yeah. And she's like holding the bees in her hand. There's this really royal, regal kind of energy that you hold for yourself, even if it's just like in your personality. There's a very eccentric, like eccentric kind of like dress and way of living, you know, style, decor. But it's like, you know that you are the queen of your world, and like you don't want to be anybody else. That's what I'm really picking up with this Queen Bee. But also you have an attitude, like, you know how Beyonce has, she knows she's a queen, you know, like, and it's like that energy. Even if that's like in your home, with your relationships, with your lovers, they love how you rule over them. You rule. They like how bossy you are, but it's not like you're a bitch. It's like, yeah, I'm a queen. I run this shit. You know, this is my queendom. Like, you got to do what I say. Like, I don't know. Okay, number 2, that is what makes you attractive. You're just, look at this Queen Bee and this abracadabra. Yeah. People just find you to be very like in control, right? Very much in control of what you're doing. And they're your worker bees, you know. Now I'm hearing like, what is it? What I'm hearing? Now I'm hearing Cardi B, where she was like, if I see you and I don't say nothing, you're a worker, bitch. I'm a boss, or something like, you know the line. I can't remember, you know, how I am. Sometimes I be forgetting, okay? And she says, like, you're a worker, bitch. She says something like that. So they feel like they're a worker. And you're a queen, you're a boss, okay? And it's really attractive, okay? They're wanting to be your worker, your bees. They go out and get the pollen and bring it back to you, okay? So that's what they find attractive and what makes you so attractive. You know that I'm booking readings, so check out the Etsy. That's where you can book with me. And I have lots of other resources there, as well as on the Stan store. I'm going to try to get back to the book club soon. So check out all the stuff down below in the description box. Okay? And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. All right, number 3, welcome to your reading. Come on in. Come on. Get in here. All right, so we're going to tap into what makes you attractive. What makes you so attractive, irresistible, amazing. You picked this picture. Oh my God, what is her name? I can't remember her name. She's on TikTok. She's like the cutest woman. Okay, she looks like a child. And she's really into wedding dresses and glam. She is so beautiful. Okay. But she's like really tiny and she's blonde. So you guys could be blonde, but there's something, I'm looking at the picture that you have here that you've chosen, and there's a lot of domestic kind of energy here. But I also feel like if you're domestic, like you're a housewife or you're just like very nurturing in your relationships, you do it very fashionably well. Like, I think a lot of people, if they would see you outside, and they would be instantly like physically attracted to you by your looks, by the way that you dress, the way that you carry yourself. And then if you told them, oh yeah, I have like 3 kids, I have 6 kids, or I'm a mother, they'll be like, what? You're a mother? And I used to get that a lot when I used to go out. I don't really go out as much anymore, like a lot. But I remember when I did, like, people would be just so like amazed that, oh, you're a mother, you have a child. And it's like, you really love being domestic too. So I used to have this friend where she, and now I'm seeing, what's her name, Nora? What's her name? Nora Smith? You know the girl on TikTok where she makes food in like high fashion clothes? That is what I'm seeing, okay? And a lot of people, you have a lot of spiers, okay? You have a lot of people that spy on you. Sorry, there's a fly in here. A lot of people that like to look in on you. And I just feel like you give this attitude that you really don't care. You're very soft. And you really just don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna go and make this 3-course meal, and I'm gonna be dressed up in heels and in this like really high fashion. It doesn't have to be high fashion. It can be like, you want to wear platforms, while you go and bake some cookies or something. You want to wear lingerie, while you make food. So there's something like that. Like, you like to cook. Like, I saw this one video where this girl was, she was mopping in heels. She was breaking in her heels. So you could be just like really very domestic, cleaning, cooking, taking care of kids, but you do it really nice. Like, you like to look good. You don't let your lifestyle that you really love, like, it doesn't fit like the normal, like, stereotypical person that lives that lifestyle. You're very beautiful. There's a calming energy too. So what makes you really attractive is that you know how to cook very well, you know how to create a vibe, you know how to take care of people, you love a clean home, and that is what I'm getting off of this card. There's an attractiveness about that. It's very alluring. Like, there's somebody that really likes to watch you clean, watch you cook. We have the 9 of mirrors. So this is the mirrors. Oh, this is the swords. The whole time I've been thinking that, I was thinking that the flutes, but I believe the mirrors. Nine of Mirrors is blindsided. That would be the Nine of Swords. So so what I feel that what makes you really attractive is that you are a person that when they are really distraught, they can come to you in their darkest times, you know, and they're gonna feel seen. You know, it's almost like when people don't feel seen by themselves, like when they just feel confused about themselves, about their life, you know, you make them feel seen in the conversations that they have for you and how you show up for those people. You calm them. You know how to bring people down, back down to reality, back down into, like, you know, feeling calm and being able to make the right decisions. You know, I also feel like your makeup looks really beautiful. You really know how to do your makeup very nice. Okay, this is the end, death. Okay, so what makes you really attractive is that you don't have any problem ending things, even if it hurts you. Okay, so you know how to deal with people that go through difficult things because you have gone through a lot of difficult things yourself. So you have great advice, right? And that also shows up, like, it's backed up by your actions. So what makes you really attractive is like, hey, she ain't fucking playing. You also have done a lot of work on yourself for this. This is the death card. So you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've gotten through a lot of your baggage. And it's really attractive that you have this advice. You know, you're very, this could be very, like, spiritual, you know. You've been through a lot of deaths with yourself. You've been through a lot of deaths with people. And these are metaphorical deaths, okay? This isn't just like, you know, this ain't the unaliving. This is like, you know, metaphorically, you have died. You have rebirthed. You've risen from the ashes. And it's what makes you very attractive because people can't fuck around with you. People know that you're very serious about yourself, about your life, and they have to be serious. You have no problem. Even if you love them, they know that you will cut them off because you don't suffer through embarrassment. You do not suffer through disrespect. Okay? Wow, very serious energy. And we got the Destiny card. Again, I want to get one more card because this did come out for number 2, but I do feel like also for you, people feel like they can't gamble. They feel like they can't gamble around with you. They can't, you know, they can't risk it, you know, because there is, when you meet someone that's able to see you for your darkness, accept you for your darkness, that's what you do. You accept people's darkness. You understand them. You're able to help them because, you know, you are a very valuable person when it comes to the mental, when it comes to building up your life, helping yourself, healing yourself. You are very valuable. You have knowledge in that. Okay, and people just don't want to take a gamble with you. Also, it's like you're fucking hot. You know, you have a great style and you're nurturing and you just don't play around with that shit. You know, you're a good mother, you're a good father, you're a good parent, right? But we also have the cocktail party. This is the Sun, okay? So you're very happy. You're very, like, there's a lot of joy and blissful. There's this teeter and totter between very serious energy and very, like, childlike energy. Okay, so yeah, I feel like people, like, it's just like a good vibe to be around you. There's a very, like, what makes you really attractive is that you're really fun to be around. You're like a big ball of joy, you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's very, like, to the eye, people wouldn't even think that you have this much depth to you that the death card carries. You have been to the underground and back. So you might be very bubbly, which is really attractive, very fun and exciting and childlike, but you're very serious because you've been through the Nine of Swords. You've been through the death many times. And so I think a lot of people find it to be attractive that they wouldn't even, like, the outsiders don't expect that you've been through it. You've been, like, you know, destroyed and you had to build yourself back up again. So it's just really quite attractive how wholesome you are, but also, like, how real you are and how much you've experienced in life. Okay, so let's see what else makes you attractive. People don't want to gamble you. You are the type of person. Okay, I'm getting this also came out for, I think this came out for number 1. So I feel like with this one, stranded, number 44, a different energy that I'm feeling. You are the type where people feel like, I gotta anchor down. I can't be all over the place with other people. Like, you're so attractive in the depths that you carry when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to, like, you know, just being someone that's gonna actually, like, they got you. You've got people, like your people, your friends, your lovers, they know that you got them, right? And so they know they got to anchor down in that relationship. There's like a commitment kind of energy. Also, you're very committed. You're very committed. Okay, so it's also giving very ride or die kind of energy with the stranded energy. So it's like, if they're in a difficult situation, you're going to show up for them, you know, and anchor them back into life. So we have the perfect key. It's very interesting what I'm getting. So it's very specific. This could be a certain person that I'm picking up on, but this person feels like they feel trapped in the relationship. It's very attractive that they feel like they can't go anywhere else. Like, you know, and there's so much depth to you. It's almost like, you know, when you meet a person like you, number 3, that has a lot of substance, like you are well educated, you are well rounded in spirituality and like the realness of life, of getting through stuff. Like, it's really hard to go outside and meet someone new. That's what I'm feeling with the people that find you to be very attractive. So these people feel like, you know, you're like, I got the key. They know that you're the key to their heart, but it lies within you. It's your own self, right? So they feel very locked in with you. And it's like, you don't trap people. You're like, you're committed, but you don't try to hold people. You're like, hey, you want to pack your bags? Go ahead and pack your bags. Go ahead and pack your bags and get out. I don't care. Like, that's the kind of energy that you come with, but they don't want to go. So it's like they feel trapped, but you know, you're not keeping anybody here. The door is wide open, is what I'm getting with this card. But also, like, what also makes you attractive is that you guard your heart. They don't got the key to your heart. You got the key to your heart. You know, you're willing to share love and express love with them, you know, but you're not willing to give your heart over. You're kind of very committed to yourself, which is really attractive. Number 3. House of flowers. So I'm getting really that your house smells good. You smell good. You might be the type of person that has fresh flowers in their home. You wear a lot of floral scents. Okay, but also you just know how to create a very beautiful home. You know, it's very upbringing, you know, uplifting. Yeah, very uplifting here. And you just, like, your home as a child could have been very dark. The energy that you experienced as a child could have been very dark, but you have created a beautiful life for yourself. Okay, under my umbrella, Ella, So again, playing on that part where it's like, you know, ooh, okay. You put a lot, you talk love into your partners is what I'm feeling. You talk love into your people. You know how to empower people. You know how to pour love and speak life into people. Okay, is what I'm getting from here. And it's like, you know, I'm hearing Rihanna's song, of course, you know, under, you know, you can stand under my umbrella, Ella, you know, and she says, like, you know, we can shine together, you know. But what I'm really getting here is, like, people are willing to support you because you support them in ways that they need. So say that you do have a husband, because I'm getting, again, that lady, and I don't really know her finances or anything, but her husband takes care of her. She can stay at home, take care of her kids, and, you know, do her own little passion projects, right? The girl that I mentioned in the beginning, she is in love with her husband, and it's such a cute kind of, you know, she's so cute. But it's also like I'm getting like, so this person, people are willing to support you. People are willing to like be the vehicle for you, to move you through life, right? Take you, but you are also making sure that they are like emotionally stable. Okay, you are making sure that if they need you, you're also there, is what I'm really picking up with this card, and that's what makes you attractive. So your friends, your, you know, people, they know that you like, there's just like this nurturing, supportive, emotional and mental kind of support that your partners get from you that are really attractive. Okay, and they're willing to like do whatever you want me to do. You want me to take you here, you want me to drive you around, you want me to be the breadwinner, you want me to support you financially. I'm willing to do that because you, the depth that you carry, it's a lot. It's even more than what they can give you financially, what they can give you physically, you know. So you have a lot of like people that are servants. Let me pull two more. Oh, we got three. So we have observant. So you're very observant here. Very observant, very observant here. So we have Eva. Yeah, there's this energy of feeling like you are, I don't know, like a lot of people find you to be like the one. I think you hold a lot of qualities that the people that you interact with, they find to be very attractive, or like conventionally attractive, even like society would find attractive, like wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, or even if this is a masculine energy, you want to be the breadwinner, you know. It's a very traditional kind of energy here, but I also feel like there is an energy of where people feel like you are the only one, like you were made for me. I don't know why this card is making me feel that way. The journey, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm feeling about. There's another animal guiding kind of energy. So, you know, these people feel like you tame them, and within taming, you know, they're willing to take you on your journey. Like, get on my back. I'll take you on your journey. I'll do what you need me to do, you know. And this is because you guide them in certain ways. You know how to guide people, and you know how to, I don't know, I want to say instruct, you know, give guidance, and it's really attractive. A lot of people come to you to understand themselves and what they should do, you know, and your lovers want you to take the lead in a way, even if it's not like a physical, it's like behind. It's like they love that you are the person that kind of manages everything or can piece together the big picture. And it's like, okay, well, you are the mastermind here, and I will be your servant. It's like this person really wants to be your servant. Okay, whoever this person, the people that you're looking into, they want to be able to serve you. Okay, we have the protective nest. You are very protective over your creativity. Okay, very protective over your creative energy. So this could be, you know, your womb energy. You're very protective over your womb, your body. You know, you don't you're really selective with who you share that energy with. Okay, your bedroom energy. And you're very protective over your children if you have some, or protective over them. You're very protective over what is yours. You could be very possessive, and that could be very attractive to this person or just to people. You're just like, that's mine, you know, like you're very possessive, which could be very attractive. Okay, number 3, that is your reading. That is what makes you attractive. Check out my Etsy. That's where you can book with me. And I have other resources there, as well as on the Stan store. Everything is linked down below. Okay, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace.